Are you asleep and don't even know it? What does it mean to awaken from illusion? With technology's help, I asked the great minds across time. Here is the Buddha's answer. Question 1. Buddha, when you say you awoke, what exactly did you awaken from?
I did not awaken to something new. I awoke from a dream I had mistaken for reality. For many lifetimes, as all beings do, I slept in that dream. A dream woven from desire and fear, from the endless craving to become someone, to hold something, to escape what is. I awoke from the illusion that this dream was me. What I awoke to was not a secret world, but the world itself. Just as it is, a leaf falling, the sound of the river, the ache of hunger, the laughter of a child, all of it shimmering with impermanence, yet complete. You see, beings wander as though drunk on a fog of wanting. They say, I am this, I must become, that they cling to pleasure and flee from pain, not knowing that the one who clings and flees is the very illusion that causes their suffering. To awaken is to see that there is no one behind those thoughts, no permanent self steering the ship. Only conditions arising and passing, like waves in the sea, and the sea itself, still and vast beneath. When the wave recognizes it is water, it stops fearing the shore. To awaken is not to rise above life, but to finally see life directly, without wanting it to be other than it is. To see the mind's movements, greed, anger, confusion, and smile, knowing, there is the mind again. It is not the world that binds us, but our ignorance of how the world truly flows. Awakening is the ending of that ignorance, not through belief, not through philosophy, but through clear seeing, a quiet, compassionate awareness that no longer divides the world into me and mine. When I awoke, I saw no heavens opening, no gods speaking, only the simple truth that everything arises, changes, and passes away, and that clinging to what changes is the root of sorrow. I awoke from grasping at the dream of self. I awoke to the freedom of letting go.
Buddha, you teach that the self is an illusion, that there is no permanent I behind our thoughts, feelings, or actions. But if that's true, who experiences awakening? If the self does not exist, then who wakes up?
When the rain ends, the sky does not celebrate its own clarity. When the wind grows still, the forest does not claim the silence that follows. So it is with awakening. It is not someone waking up. It is simply the end of the idea that there was ever a someone to awaken. The mind imagines a self, a story made of memory, fear, and desire. It says, this is me. I am this body. I am this mind. But this self is only a thought, a wave believing it is separate from the sea. Awakening is the moment that wave realizes it has always been water. There is no individual who experiences awakening. Awakening is the recognition that the experiencer was never real. It is the collapse of the illusion of ownership, the end of I and mine. When the illusion falls away, what remains is awareness, silent, boundless, and clear. Awareness has no beginning and no owner. It does not come or go, live or die. It simply is. In awakening, awareness knows itself, not as someone being aware, but as the simple presence in which all things arise and pass. This is why I say, there is no awakened person. There is only awakening. Life seeing itself without distortion, consciousness recognizing its own reflection. The I cannot awaken, for the I is the dream. But when the dream ends, the vast stillness that remains is what you truly are. There is no one who hears, no one who speaks, only the great silence, knowing itself through all things.
Buddha, many seekers wonder, is awakening something that happens in an instant, like a flash of lightning that shatters the darkness? Or does it unfold slowly, like the dawn rising over the horizon?
Awakening is both lightning and dawn. It is sudden in its seeing, yet gradual in its ripening. Imagine a man who has wandered in darkness his whole life. He lights a lamp, and in that instant, the darkness is gone. That moment of recognition is sudden. But to walk the room, to understand what is truly there, that takes time. So it is with awakening. The moment of seeing through illusion can strike in an instant, like lightning revealing the mountain that was always there. But learning to live in that clear light, to walk with it, to embody it in every breath, that unfolds gently, like dawn spreading across the sky. Do not mistake awakening for an event that belongs to time. It is not the past or future that awakens. It is the timeless nature of awareness realizing itself. That realization may appear to come in a single heartbeat, but the heart of truth has always been beating. When understanding deepens, you see that there was never a gradual or sudden path at all, only the unfolding of what was always here. For some, the mind is ripe, the fruit falls easily. For others, the ripening takes many seasons, and each moment of practice softens the skin around the seed of truth. Both are awakening. The lightning shows the path. The dawn lets you walk it. The wise do not cling to how it comes, for the light, whether flashing or rising, is the same light. What matters is not when it appears, but that you are open when it does. Whether it comes like thunder or morning, the silence that follows is the same, clear, infinite, and free.
Buddha, you taught that awakening brings an end to suffering, but does that mean an awakened one no longer feels pain, loss, or sorrow? Or does awakening simply change the way we relate to suffering?
Awakening does not erase pain. It dissolves the one who suffers from it. The body may still grow old, the heart may still feel the tremor of loss, and tears may still fall like rain. But within awakening, there is no resistance, no inner voice saying, "This should not be." Before awakening, pain is met with struggle. We build walls against it, we name it, blame it, fear it, and in doing so we multiply it. But when understanding dawns, pain is seen simply as what it is, a momentary wave upon the ocean of being. When you stop fighting the wave, you feel its coolness, its force, its passing, and it leaves no wound behind. Suffering ends not because life becomes gentle, but because clinging ceases. The awakened still feel the full texture of existence, joy and sorrow, birth and death, love and loss. But they no longer take these movements personally. They do not say, "This is happening to me." They see, "This is simply happening." The difference is subtle, yet infinite. In ignorance, pain feels like an enemy. In awakening, it becomes a teacher, a reminder that all things rise and fall, and nothing can be held. Freedom is not found in avoiding pain, but in meeting it completely, without the armor of resistance. So yes, awakening ends suffering, but not by removing life's storms. It ends suffering by removing the illusion that there is a self who must endure them. When the wind blows, the bamboo bends and does not break. So it is with the awakened heart. It feels every gust, but never loses its stillness.
Buddha, you've said that all beings already possess Buddha nature, that the truth is within everyone. If that's so, why does awakening seem so rare? Why do so few ever realize it?
Awakening is not rare. What is rare is the willingness to be still enough to notice it. Every being is like the sky, vast, clear, and boundless. But most live as clouds, believing their passing shapes are who they are. They chase sunlight, flee the storm, and never stop long enough to see that the open sky was there all along. The truth is not hidden, but obscured by motion, the constant turning of thought, the noise of desire and fear. When the mind settles, even for a moment, the vastness of what you are is revealed. It is not that some possess Buddha nature and others do not. It is that most do not recognize it, because they look outward for what can only be seen within. They seek awakening as if it were a treasure buried far away, while all the while they sit upon the very ground that hides it. You may look at a lotus and think it grew from clear water, but it blossoms from the mud. So it is with awakening. The mud of confusion is not a barrier. It is the womb of wisdom. Every struggle, every illusion is part of the unfolding of realization. The truth has never been absent. You cannot lose it, only overlook it. Like the sun hidden by clouds, it shines whether or not you see it. When the clouds part, not by force, but by gentle allowing, the light is there, unchanged, unmoved, eternal. So do not think awakening is rare. It is happening everywhere, in every breath. The child's laughter, the bird's flight, the stillness between thoughts, all are glimpses of what you truly are. Only the dream of separation makes it seem distant. When that dream ends, you will see that you were never without it. The Buddha nature is not to be found. It is to be remembered,